Alrighty, we're back. We're going to go early here. Looking more like an 11:15 start than an 11:30. So apologize for our listeners. Hopefully you're getting the notifications that we are live. So game two here. Northwell Health Ice Arena, Long Island, New York. Home of the New York Islanders. Stay with us. We'll be back live here shortly. We're just waiting on the Islanders to come back out of their locker room. PHC getting an extended warm up. Stay with us. We'll be back for game two shortly. All right, we're back. Islanders have taken the ice. We'll be set to go for the second game of the day. The fourth period of action coming your way here in 3 minutes. We're getting underway here early. I thought it was an 11:30 start. But we're going to get underway. Before 11:15. PHC going into their bench. Getting some instructions from Coach Winton on the positives. In game one. What he wants to see in game two. And then we're going to come out. There's 2:38 left in the warm-up period. Ellie Shaw if I was giving the stars of the game from the press box up here, she would have been my number one star. Made some big stops when we needed them. Her goalie partner, Colt Man Williams, will be taking the crease in the second one here. They'll be playing like a brick wall. Hopefully we give them the support out in front of them. Give a loud shout out to the birthday boy. Today's his 9th birthday, Willie Witten. Will Witten's up here. 2016s are off for the holidays. So he's up here supporting us on his birthday. I'm going to give him a loud shout out. He's having a good season too. So Willie, happy birthday. And in that same family, I'm going to give a shout out to the Tamboozy crew. I was looking forward to spending my turkey day with you north of the border, but we're going to be home, Philadelphia region, spending it with family. So we'll see you soon. Tamboozy crew, long listeners, thank you for listening in and all the support over the years. Uncle Bill, master distiller in New Hampshire Brewing, or distilling, sorry. We need to get some of that gin in stock and on the shelves at, you guessed it, Dunlop's Bar and Grill. So we'll be reaching out, trying to see if you can ship some of that fine spirit down to Dunlop's. Tell them to put it on the shelf. Tell them Dan Carr sent you. Pucks are in, they're at the nets, they're gathering, getting ready to go. Again, as we look at these greats in the Long Island facility, the hanging of the numbers of the Hall of Fame, retired numbers for the New York Islanders. Go back to Bowtie Bill Torrey, the architect. And we want to go to a live shout out to Coach Tom at Hollydale, who we like to call the architect as well. So Tom, if you're listening, thanks for what you've been doing for these boys over the last couple of weeks. You brought their passion back, and as I talk to some of these individuals, they really like what you're doing with them, and we can't thank you enough. So the architect, Coach Tom. I talked to some of them. Some of them are quiet kids, but they tell me they like the practices. They like Coach Tom, and the energy's back. So I got my buddy Dan Shaw with me today, best cameraman in the crew. So we'll start here with Declan Spittle between Hemechko and Puncherero, with Maurer and Fazio on the back end. Keys to this game: stay hungry, keep moving the puck. So work dropped and underway. This one's chipped forward. Fazio will collect. Will turn his toes up. Plays it ahead to Hemechko. Hemechko is going to drive. Gets looking to play at the Spittle out in the center seam. He'll stay on it. The puck's bounce around. Puncherero finds. He drags past one. He'll gain the line. He'll play it in the soft ice. Try to get there himself. Islanders stick it aside and try to play it forward, but it's cut off by Hemechko. Hemechko will try to chip it down the wall. He's fighting through it, looking for support. Islanders try to chip forward, but it's kept in by Fazio. Now the Islanders are going to step out and try to hit that lane. Good stick, good contained by Joshua Fazio. They play it in. The Islanders pull up for a change. Fazio will go back behind his own net. He'll collect it. He'll turn up the center seam. He flips it up to Hemechko, who gains the red line. He'll get it deep. Pull up for the change. Spittle will put the forecheck on. Declan Spittle battling 1-on-2, looking for some support. Pacelli gets there. He'll chip it down the wall, keep it in the corner. Ring it around the wall. Nooner's going to step and keep this one. Plays it down behind the net. Pacelli will try to get back above it. Chip it to the sidewall. Winton will step in and try to keep. Pacelli steps off the wall with it. Put it back forward. Carr's going to try to take the path of this puck. We'll get a stick on it, but they'll play it back across the center. Pacelli will pick this one off at the blue line, but they chip it forward. It gets in on Colton. Colton alertly plays that one out into the neutral zone with a hard fire. Right up the wall. Carr steps to it. He forces it back towards the Islanders' end. Pacelli will put the forecheck on. The Islanders will push it up the wall into the path of PHC. It's ping-ponging along that wall. Nunez pushes it forward. Roach is in there digging like a groundhog. It's played forward. Islanders collect. Will play it forward. Fazio steps off the bench and onto the ice. He's going to turn with it. Gets his toes up. He plays it to Carr. Carr's got it on the forehand. He's going to turn. He'll fire it in. He's going to get off the end boards. Islanders forced back behind their own cage. Into the path of Pacelli. Turns and fires. Blocker save made by DiPietro. Carr gets a stick on it behind the net. But they chip it back past, and Roach now trying to get back above it. Islanders will flip that ice 85 feet, but into the path of Maurer. They chip past. They gain the PHC line, but Joshua Fazio understanding his responsibilities there in the second layer and that support system. They play it back ahead. Pacelli collects it. Pacelli's going to drive across the red. He'll dump it in. Now PHC will turn up for a line change, so Roachy will put the forecheck on. They play it back out into the center. Anichuk coming 85 feet, forcing him to the wall. Good contained by Fazio. Understanding he's got support behind him. They push it back behind Colton's net. Islanders leave it on the end wall. They'll walk up that half wall. They'll step off the wall into a stick check by PHC, and then Anichuk plays the head for Gerberbeck. Gerberbeck trying to drag past. Drags into the boot of an Islander. Puck's bouncing around. Robinson arrives on the scene. He's trying to play it deep. He does. He pushes it into the corner. Anichuk and Gerberbeck in after. They push it back up. Robinson's there to cut it off. But the Islanders chip past. They get it out off the wall into the neutral zone, but Michael Winton steps to this one. He'll collect it. Trying to get his toes up. Gets to the wall, pushes it forward. Robinson supporting. Plays that one forward. It's bouncing around. Robinson keeps it in at the line. He's going to drag in. He gets down the half wall. He'll pull up. He'll play it off the wall to the point. Nunez steps. He'll turn. He'll fire. Gets towards the net. Stick to side by Anichuk. Anichuk trying to find Robinson. Puck is deflected and bouncing around, and the Islanders collecting. They're coming the other way with it. They get to the red line. They'll push it deep and allow for a line change. Williams will get out of the crease, stop it, and leave it for Winton. Winton's going to turn. He's going to come back up the center with it. We'll drag it back across it to Nunez. Nunez plays it ahead to Anichuk. Anichuk turns and fires looking for Gerberbeck. Islanders collect it, and they're going to come the other way with it now. Robinson, good angle, good path to that puck. Forces him to play it back across. Anichuk now plays it back across, forces him. Gerberbeck tries to drag past into the boots again. The Islanders will ring this one around the wall. Spittle coming from the bench will cut it off at the hash marks. Loses it in the feet momentarily, but trying to get back to it. He's outnumbered in the corner. They'll chip it off the wall. Fazio will try to keep. They chip past him, and now the Islanders are coming the other way. We got Fazio back checking Maurer there. The drag pass through. Good stick by Josh. Good patience by Maurer. Good effort by Williams there. Fazio will collect. Plays it ahead for Homechko. Homechko trying to find it. Islanders collect. They're going to drive wide. Dump it in and pull out for a change. PHC back behind their own net to collect this one. Fazio is going to flip it back across to Pucciarero. Pucciarero will skate this one across the red. He's got Homechko driving that center lane. He leaves it off the wall for Spittle. Spittle drives past one and drives past two. He's cutting across the top. He's trying to poke it across. It's met by a stick check of the Islanders, and they're coming the other way. They play it down. Icing's going to be waved off as we had a play on the puck. But Winton will recover. We'll get there. Good path to it. We'll hit and pin. Force him back up the wall where Homechko collects it. He's got some ice in front of him. He plays it over to Pucciarero in the center seam. Met by an Islander stick at their blue line and it's chipped ahead, but Ethan Nunez gets his pocket picked, and now they're in all alone. Coltman gets out the challenge. He's big. He makes a huge stop outside of the crease. He took up a lot of area and made a big stop as the Islanders had a primary scoring opportunity there. Spittle will now collect this one. He'll get his toes up. Tries to find Pucciarero, and he does in the neutral zone. He drags past. Met by a poke check at the blue line. The Islanders will collect it. Try to chip it back forward. Good stick by Maurer. Pucciarello will collect this one. He loads up. Fires off a shin pad. Gets wide. Spittle will collect on the half wall. He's met by an Islander, so Maurer reads it. Tries to step. Mechko tries to keep it. It gets poked past him. But Pucciarello will collect it. He's trying to come D to D. Rolls up over his stick, but he collects it himself. Recovers. And now he steps past one. Steps past two. Ridden off by the second guy. Gets away with a little trip there. So Fazio will get back to collect this one. Full turn. He's going to probably pop this one. Carr will collect. He's got Pacelli and Spittle. He plays the Spittle. Spittle's got Pacelli far post. Carr will keep. Chip it down the wall. Pacelli collects it. He'll try to keep it. It's played out by the Islanders. Witten will collect. Come back. Carr will talk. We'll go off the boards with it. Islanders will collect. Walk this one in. They play it deep. Nunez will take a shoulder check. He's looking. He's surveying the ice. Start going. Plays to Pacelli. Pacelli trying to play it out for Roach. It's read by the Islanders and kept. Nunez will play this one to Witten. Witten will turn with it. Throw it up the wall. Carr collects it. He's trying to stretch it. Hits off a shin pad. Pacelli and Roach in on it. They gain control. Roach tries to cross the goal mouth and strikes early. There we go. So we'll get the puck out. There's communication. There's puck movement. They stay on it. And the old Superman, Max Nasty. Snap into a Slim Jim. Macho, man. The cream of the crop, if you will. Good drive down the ice. Deposits the puck. Tickles the twine for the first time today. 7:35 left in the first period of the second game here. Fazio will collect this one. We got Fazio, Maurer, Gerbevec, Robinson, and Anichuk up front. So Robinson center and Anichuk and Gerbevec. Good puck moving Maurer to Fazio. Fazio gains the red line. We'll draw some attention and then he'll chip it in. Anichuk gets in on the forecheck. Forces him around the wall. Where Johnny Robinson cuts it off. He chips it to the corner. Hook drive now. Force him back out the other way into the lane of Gerbevec. Chip it to the wall. They get it out into the neutral zone, and Anichuk's going to collect this one. He's going to draw the Islander forechecker to him, and he'll go back to Maurer. Maurer plays it back to Anichuk. Anichuk fights through one. Gets the second one, loads up, tries to fire. Doesn't get good wood on it, but he continues driving to that net, and that gets a scoring opportunity. Fought off by the Islander goalkeeper. Kept in by Maurer. This will get behind the net. Robinson will step to it. He lifts a stick. He's looking for support. Gerbevec in to help him. Gerbevec's digging. The Islanders outnumber us. They get above it, and they are coming the other way. Good gap control by Fazio. Anichuk there in the support layer. Plays it back ahead for Gerbevec. Gerbevec turns, collects it, gets across the blue. Plays it ahead to Robinson. Robinson loads, fires. Good idea to shoot from that. The way which it came, you're trying to move them east to left, left to right, and then shoot back left. Britton keeps, he walks, he drags past, he's in, turns, fires, stick save made by DiPietro. Thrown back across, played out in front, tap in by Gerbevec. Gerbevec will load, he'll take a look, he'll try to drag past one, he does. Can't get past the second, and now the Islanders coming the other way, they play it out, but it's stick to side and intercepted by Witten. Witten will try to push it down the wall. They play it back forward. That'll be whistled for an icing. So we'll come 200 feet. Offensive zone draw to the left. Islanders goalkeeper. Spittle between Mechko, Punti. Fazio and Maurer on the points. Spittle wins this one, ties it up. It's back to Fazio. Fazio will play it back in, but the Islanders collect and come up the board. It's cut off by Deck and Spittle, and now the Islanders collect. They drag past one. They're trying to flip that ice. They step down the center seam, but the flash, Joshua Fazio able to recover and get back. Now he's going to drag past one. He'll play it up to Spittle. Spittle will step back through, looking for Hermetsko on that far side. Picked off. Hermetsko fighting through. His toes are taken out from underneath him, but those whistles stay in the pocket for now. Maurer collects and play it back for Spittle. Spittle's going to take a look. We'll drag wide. We stay on sides. You're going to drop it to Hemechko. Hemechko turns. He's down the center. He loads up. Fires off a body. Gets just wide. Good drop pass. Good thought. Spittle will put it off the end boards. He goes out to the point with it. Mauer's going to walk. He's going to go D to D to Fazio. Fazio will turn a load. Will fire down to Hemechko. Hemechko sticks it in on net. Stick to side. Good puck movement. Trying to keep it active. Islanders trying to stretch it back out. Hemechko cuts it off. Whole load will fire. That's going to bounce in, and it's going to be fielded cleanly by the Islanders goaltender, but good shift by PHC there. So we'll have an offensive zone draw to the left. Islanders goalie. Here we go. Roche, Pacelli, Carr, Winton, and Nooner. We'll play this around the wall. Nunez will step and keep. Puts it off the wall. Good keep by Ethan Nunez. He put it down. Roche gets it behind the net. He's taken out behind the net. We're letting them play. We're letting them play. Play back ahead. Islanders collect. Bounce around the house. Roche surfs it. He'll collect it. Tip it ahead to Pacelli. Pacelli puts it back out in the center for Roche. Nooner will play us ahead to Carr. Carr's going to turn and go off the sideboards with it. Islanders will collect, go back behind their cage. Looking to play it back across. Fazio challenges. They'll chip it out in the neutral zone where Mauer will collect. Mauer will turn back up the wall. Kept in by the Islanders. We're trying to find a bouncing puck. Pacelli's in there trying to ground hog it. Roche gets it out in the neutral zone. Oh, yeah. Played back forward. Mauer will collect. Slow things down. Gives it to Fazio. Fazio's going to turn and finds Carr. Carr's going to turn up with it. Chips it in the soft ice. He's going to drive. He's going to gain the blue line. He's got Pacelli driving to the net. He'll drive. He'll throw it across for Pacelli. Stick the side at the last second. Fazio tries to step through. He pushes it back in. Chipped up the boards. Fazio will get back above it. He'll keep it. Robinson trying to collect on the half wall. Gets to Pacelli. Pacelli will turn up with it. He leaves it for Fazio. Fazio's going to turn. He walks. He fires. Gets in. Off a stick. Gets in the corner. Carr will put the forecheck on. He'll hit and pin. Leave it out in the neutral zone. Gerberbeck leaves it for Fazio. Fazio's going to turn up with it. We'll leave it for Mauer. Islanders will play it in. Fazio now tries to find Anuchuk stepping off the bench. Anuchuk collects. He's trying to drive wide. Fights through one. Unable to get it through in the second one. But Johnny Robinson gets back above it. He collects it. He plays it off the boards to Anuchuk. Anuchuk gains the line. He's got Gerberbeck driving far post. Stick to side by the Islanders. Anuchuk will gain control on the half wall. Pushes it out to the point. Ethan Nunez walks in. He turns. He fires. Born by an Islander winger. And now they're coming the other way. They chip it back ahead. They have speed. But we have Winton Nooner back. Good stick by Ethan Nunez. Good support. Leaves it ahead. Robinson collects it. He's going to drag past one. He cuts back past two. He's going to step in on sides. Oh, they say offsides. Gerberbeck by a big toe now. Just wasn't that close. He might have been halfway to the net. But as I told you, this is a biased broadcast. PHC oriented. If you don't like what you're hearing, turn over to Live Barn, Black Bear, whatever it may be. Watch for a fee. Let's play back ahead. Hemechko gains control. He's trying to chip along the wall. Now he's looking for support. The Islanders get in and outnumber us, but Spittle comes in to match numbers, and then Fazio comes out of the pile with it. Fazio goes D to Mauer. Mauer will turn back with it. Go off the end wall. Gets around to Hemechko. Hemechko plays it out to Spittle. Spittle drags through. Hemechko following it up. Gains control. He drags past one. He gets out in the neutral zone. He plays it ahead for Puncherera. Puncherera's going to turn with it. He'll pull up. He's got Fazio far side. Didn't see him. The Islanders swarm on that puck, and now they're trying to move it back forward. They enter the neutral zone. They're met by Fazio, but they drive past. Declan Spittle back checks. They fire that one in. Fought off by Colton Williams. Mauer might have got away with a trip there. Coming the other way, met by Hemechko's stick. Spittle trying to gain it in the neutral zone, but the Islanders collect it, chip it the other way. Hemechko fights it off momentarily, but it gets back through to Maurer. Maurer will flip this one across to Fazio. Fazio walks it up, plays it ahead to Pucciarello. Pucciarello will turn inside the line, and they say that puck got back above the blue line. So we'll whistle dead for the offsides. Now we got Rochi Pacelli Carr. Witten, Nunez, 35.7 clicks. Islanders win this one. They're going to flip it. It's gloved down, or tried to glove it down off a Carr, and then Nunez collects it. Plays it up the wall where the Islanders will collect. Roach will step back and turn up with it. He fights through one. Played off the wall. Nunez steps to it. Plays it back ahead. Pacelli will chip past. He's going to drive into the corner. Turns up with it. Trying to play it back ahead. Carr will step to this one. He takes a look. Plays the Roach. Shoot! Islanders will gain control. They'll fire at the length of the ice. That's going to get wide. Horn will sound. We'll step in the first intermission up 1-0. Stay with us. We'll be back about 120 seconds. We're back, second period action. Send it out, Robinson. Between Anicia, Gerberbeck. Fazio and Maurer. Coltman Williams taking a long skate. Down to the crease at the far end. DiPietro will come the other way. Take the crease to my left, and then we'll get underway. That's chipped forward, and then collect it and chipped right back by the Islanders. Puck battle ensues along the wall. Fazio will collect. Reverses it back to Maurer. Maurer will play it up to Gerberbeck. Gerberbeck plays it. Looking for Robinson. Islanders recover and stick it back in. Fazio plays it ahead for Nutsuk. Nutsuk leaves it for Robinson. Robinson's going to drive into that center seam. He's going to gain the blue line. He'll drag in. Get to the dot. He'll turn. He'll play it back across looking for Nutsuk. Could stick the side, but Robinson collects. He's going to walk it up. He'll walk it up the wall. He's going to find Maurer at the far point. Maurer's going to settle this one. He'll go down with Gerberbeck on the wall. Gerberbeck will play it down in the corner. Now finds Anuchuk. Anuchuk puts it in on net. Gloved and held on to. Good puck movement. Getting quality scoring opportunities. .14:08 left in the second period. PHC hanging on to a 1-0 lead. We got Spittle between Hemechko, Pucciarello, Nooner, and Winton on the back end. Islanders will gain the line. They'll collect. They walk in. They fire it in. It's kicked aside by Colton Williams. Pucciarello will now collect it. He's trying to find the Hemechko leaping in that neutral zone. Pucciarello will skate this one out. He's across the red. He's across the blue. Pushes it down into the zone. He'll get in after it himself. He'll collect behind the Islanders' net. Now he'll turn. Get back onto the forehand. He's trying to find Nunez. It gets through to him at the far point. Nunez walks. He fires. It hits a stick. Gets up behind the net. Spittle will collect. He's trying to play it back out in front for Hemechko. It leaks through, but Hemechko collects it. Tries to push it back in. Fought off by the Islanders, and then they chip it out. They're driving in. They come through. And they'll get called for the hooking. As we got the hands, All down. It's a good defensive penalty. Otherwise, that would have been an Islander in all alone, and that would have been Colton Williams hung out to dry on the Amish clothesline. But Nunez fights it off, takes the hooking penalty. Good defensive penalty. Now we got Rochi, Pacelli up front, killing it off with Maurer and Fazio on the back end. The Islanders will set it up. They'll play it out into the neutral zone. Pacelli puts the forecheck on, forces him to play it back. Now Fazio will get a stick on it. Rochi collects. He'll chip it softly off the far boards and now try to make them collect it and regroup in the neutral zone. They play it back across. They're trying to hit that center seam. Good challenge by Maurer. Takes body the whole way. Nothing too aggressive, but the Islanders now will set up on the far wall. Walk down from the point. They play it back up to the point. They'll walk with it. They'll play it back down to the dot. They turn, they fire. Oh, they play it back across. It gets through the goal mouth. Out to the sidewall. Pacelli will challenge. He's trying to fight this one out and does get it into the neutral zone. Now Rochi's reading it. They're going to do far side. Try to play it back across. They hit the guy in the center seam. They step past. He's in all alone. He turns. He fires. Fought off by Williams. And then a beautiful back check by Pacelli. Able to get that one before it's deposited in our net. But the Islanders collector coming the other way with it now. They're going to step in. They're going to get Maurer away from the puck for the interference. Has got a little bit too aggressive there. That one might have been called by the fans, but they got it right. We'll be man down, 2-man down for 15. 2 men down. Spittle car went out. "15 seconds, we'll get Nooner back, or someone replace him." Puck is dropped. Spittle wins it. He's fighting through, trying to chip it out, but the Islanders keep. They'll set up. Net front! Carr sticks it aside. Play it back out in front. Off the feet. Carr's there to stick it aside. Now he'll challenge. We got one back. Islanders will keep. They'll play it down the wall. We're going to walk behind them. They walk in. They turn and fire. Williams make the stop. They're going to come out the far side. Play it back in and stick the side. Play it ahead. Gets into the neutral zone, and that's offsides. Change it up. No. 54 seconds left on Maurer's penalty. We're still a man down here. Spittle and Nuciuk up front. Carr waiting on the back end. We're going to play this one back to Carr. Carr will stick it ahead. Nuciuk will collect. Gets it into the neutral zone. Forces the Islanders to play it back into their own end. They'll play it forward. Tap up! Back on Spittle on it and contain. Carr's there to help. They'll hit and pin. They're looking for the puck. The Islanders come out of the pile with it. Play it back across, stick to side by Winton. Gets out to the point. The Islanders will collect it. It's fired in off a stick. Gets behind Williams' cage. Carr will challenge this one. Bumps him off the puck. They'll flip it ahead to Spittle. Gets in the neutral zone. The Islanders play it back forward. Spittle picks a pocket. Good stick lift. Islanders will collect. They'll play it in. Offsides. 1 second left on the penalty kill. So we got Rochi and Gerberbeck. Fazio and Nooner. 1 second, we'll get Maurer back. Maurer comes out of the box. Pacelli replaces him. Gerberbeck turns up what he's going to gain the line. Plays it back out in the center looking for Roach. Hits an Islander stick. Pacelli collects it. Nice drag. Now he'll set it up on the half wall. He walks. He drags past one. He'll turn back with it. Nice 10-2. Reverse 10-2. Using that body to protect it. Gives it to Nooner, and then Nooner flows it in. Islanders wear that one, and they're coming the other way. Good back check by Dylan Pacelli. Play it in. Fazio will collect it. He'll go around the wall. Play it ahead. Laid back into the corner. Play it out in front. Nunez is there to collect it. We'll play it ahead to Pacelli. Pacelli turns. He plays it ahead to Rochi. Now we got numbers coming through the neutral zone. Rochi's trying to drag past. Pacelli trying to cover or follow it up. Gets out in the neutral zone, but Pacelli able to recollect it. Drive down. He gets it ahead to Rochi. And then we're whistled dead for the offsides. We'll have a neutral zone draw. Split across. Winton will collect. We'll play that back ahead, looking for Puncher. It leaks into the zone. We're going to say it's an icing as we played that from the wrong side of the red line. So we'll come 200 feet down to the right of Coltman Williams. 9:19 in the second period. 1-0 PHC. This is the fifth period of the day against the Islanders. Spittle between Pinturero and Metzko. Maurer and Winton on the back end. Winton plays this one to Maurer. Maurer will collect. He'll play it ahead to Metzko. Metzger's going to turn with it. He plays it ahead to Spittle. Spittle's got one more to make. He'll gain the line. He'll drop it to Pinturero. Pinturero trying to turn in. He's met by a poke check. Islanders collector going to try to flip that ice, but it's read by Metzko and kept in. Metzko fights through it. Keeps it in again. Tries to chip it forward, looking for Pinturero, but the Islanders step through the lane and play it ahead. Now they'll flip the ice, and they're coming the other way. They drag past Maurer. They're going to get in there. Good back support. Good layer by Metzko and Spittle. Metzko plays it ahead for Logan. Logan Pucciarelli is going to gain the line. Following it up, the Islanders stick it aside. Regain it. Maurer's trying to fight it in. Play it in, but doesn't get into the zone. So the Islanders are trying to come up the wall with it. They push it into the PHC zone. Witten's back to collect it. He'll turn out in front, stick aside by Spittle. Spittle plays it to Punchero. Punchero will use some extra real estate. He'll get back behind Williams' net, throw the brakes on, get back to the forehand. He's going to play it across to Hometsko. Hometsko tries to drag past one. Now he'll be pushed out to the boards. He's going to use his body. He's bumped off the puck. Nothing called. Spittle will put the forecheck on. Force him around the far side. Punchero trying to collect it on the wall. He reaches and collects that one. He retrieves it. He's trying to get it in the corner, but he's outnumbered along the wall. The Islanders collect it. They're coming the other way. They chip it off the wall. Maurer will step to it. The Islanders stepped in. They have numbers. They play it back across. Turn, fires, gets off a stick and up and over Williams. Played ahead. Kept in. Maurer will collect. Maurer gets back behind the net. He'll turn back up. Looks to play it ahead, looking for Spittle. Or Gerberbeck. It gets out in the neutral zone. Gerberbeck collects it on the wall. And gets stuck there, and he has to turn back for it. The Islanders trying to force this one in the PHC zone. Bodied up by Billy Maurer. And now we're going to go back to the sin bin. Yeah. I think they're getting it called from the stands with the roughing. Is it competitive contact? Yeah, it's in the eye of the referee. It was not. It was high. I called it for a penalty. So we'll be man down. 7:11 left in the second period. PHC 1-0. Rochi, Pacelli, Noonan, and Winton out to kill this one off. The Islanders collect. They fire it in and stick the side by Winton. They get into the corner. Islanders will play it back behind the net. Come out the far side. Where do they try to wrap it around? Williams is there on the post, and then Rochi plays it out in the soft ice. The Islanders collect it. Play it down the wall. Trying to step back in. Islanders work it back down the wall. Good contain, letting them play in soft ice. They fire it back across. It gets through. Williams makes one stop, makes two stops. Rebound opportunity put back in as they had bodies in front. We didn't have stick control. Good contain, good penalty kill for the most part. Islanders patient, good puck movement. Oh, we're going back to the box. So we get a roughing penalty, so we right back to it. 1-1. But the Islanders are going to remain on the penalty kill. We got to take one off. We'll pull Gerber Spittle, Nutsiuk, Maurer, and Fazio. So we go right back as there was a penalty called after that goal. Scored. Roughing. Played back across the Islanders on the doorstep. They collect, they walk in, they turn, they fire. Oh, gets off. They do not get good wood on it. Spittle trying to desperately fight this one in the neutral zone. Nutsiuk gets a stick on it. Fazio collects it. Fazio plays it ahead to Spittle. Spittle gets a step. He's in all alone. He collects it. Trying to drag back across. Gets wide, but Spittle will collect it on the half wall. Plays it back across. Nutsiuk loads, turns, fires. That's thrown back in, covered by the Islanders goalkeeper. Good effort. 6 minutes left in the second period. 77 in the box. What do you think I'm going to say? 6-7. Played back ahead. Islanders collect. Carr will keep this one. He steps down the wall. He'll drive, but he's met by an iron. Now we got to get back. The Islanders will play it back. Carr will try to pick it off. They play it across. Pucciarello tries to pick it off in the center seam. Islanders collect. They're going to walk in. Good stick by Ethan Nunez, defensive side of it. They play it back ahead. The Islanders collect. They turn, they fire. Huge stop made by Colton Williams. Stick to side by Nunez. Nunez plays it ahead for Pucciarello. Pucciarello's going to put it down. That'll bounce down. That'll be an icing. So we'll come 200 feet. Defensive zone draw. .524. Second period. Tied up 1-1 here. Maurer will collect this one. He'll step behind his own net. Oh, it hits a shin pad. Karam's out in front. Boston defeat. They turn and fire. Huge stop made by Colton Williams. Maurer will collect it. Islanders collect it. We're going to go up to the point. Now we're even. We're back to full strength. Play back ahead. Islanders go D to D. Sully will challenge that one. They'll play it down the wall, collect on the end wall, but Fazio's there. They step past. They play it out in front. Shelley there. Steps through, gains control. They play it back ahead. Gets into the PHC line. Islander was still south of the border. So we're whistled dead. Now we got Rochi, Pinty, Nutsiuk, Carr, and Nunez. Trying to collect it. They play it back forward. Nunez will step to this one. We'll turn and come to the boards with a reverse back. He'll play it to Carr. Carr will settle it. Play it up to Pucciarello. Pucciarello leaves it for Nutsiuk, and Nutsiuk's got Roach with him. Nutsiuk's going to drive down that wall, trying to drop it to Pucciarello. Leaves it for him. Pucciarello turns, fires, and that finds the back of the net. Beautiful, 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 beautiful patience. Stay with it. Fires it in my favorite spot, nice and hard along the ice. You know what I mean? Keep them low. Keep them low. Big goalie. So they tickle the twine for the second time today. 2-1. Spittle chips this one forward. Metzger jumps the lane and pushes it forward. Pacelli trying to put the forecheck on. Play it back to Maurer. Maurer pushes it up the wall, but the Islanders collecting and step forward right into the path of Billy Maurer. Billy Maurer starting to play like a Jersey barrier. I like what I'm seeing. We might have to have Jersey Barrier 1 and Jersey Barrier 2. That's played back across. Pacelli will collect this one. Leaves it for Fazio. Fazio will turn up. He'll go off the end boards. Where his partner Maurer had opened up and one of the, he plays it ahead to Hemetsko. Hemetsko plays it up to Spittle. Pacelli gains control. He'll cross the line. He'll turn a fire. Gets off a shin pad. Gets wide. Spittle tries to put it back. Pass around. Hemetsko trying to find it. Pacelli collects it and puts it in the back of the net. Pucks and bodies to the net. A lot of confusion. A lot of traffic. They all count the same. So that was bouncing around. The money man gets to the net. Gets to the net. Puts it in. Ensuing face-off, Johnny Robinson between Gerbebeck and Nuciuk. We got Nooner and Carr on the back end. Islanders win this one back. Reverse, they'll play it up. Carr's going to step to it and challenge. We'll collect. We'll drive in. It's offsides. So we'll have a neutral zone face-off. 3:20 left in the second period. PHC up 3-1. This is left out in the neutral zone. Robinson trying to find it. Stick the side. Gerbebeck collects, and that's offsides. So we'll have another neutral zone draw. Same line here. Robinson, Gerbebeck, Nuciuk, Carr, Nooner. Islanders win this one back. They'll chip it out in the neutral zone. Played back in. Nuciuk driving down that wall, trying to step through traffic. Islanders keep it off. Carr tries to surf and keep it. The Islanders chip forward. Nunez is back. He's got help. Good stick. Islanders will play it down in the corner. They try to play it back out in front. Good contain by Nooner. And then fired in. And Coltman Williams standing tall. Big stop. He was square to the puck. Back stops them and bows them out there. So now we got Spittle, Maurer, Fazio, and Cutrera. Hemetsko's coming onto the ice. Fazio will collect. Will go off the end wall to Maurer. Maurer collects it. He's got Cutrera leaking behind the defense. Who's trying to find him. The Islanders step through into the lane, trying to hit him on that stretch pass. Good luck. Good thought, good puck movement. Spittle finds Hemetsko. Hemetsko turns up with it. He was looking for Puncherero, but he runs into some white sweaters. But chips it forward. Cuts it off, but the Islanders chip it back. They're going to gain the PHC line. They'll play it back across. They step through, they turn in, and they go top bunk. As they enter the line, we get sucked to the wall, and they play it back across. Top bunk. 3-2, 2:12 left in the second period. Now we got Gerbebeck, Pacelli, Roche up front. Nooner and Carr on the back end. Change lines here. This one gets back to Nooner. Will chip it ahead for Gerbebeck. Gerbebeck pushes it in the Islander zone. Roach gets in there relentlessly, putting the pressure on. They're going to ring this one around. Cut off by Pacelli. Push up the boards, kept by Carr. Carr will turn a fire towards the net. Gets in. Save made. Gerbebeck crashing that net with a stick down, looking for a rebound, but the Islander goalkeeper able to control that rebound and keep it out of harm's way. So we'll have a offensive zone draw to his left. 1:54 left, second period. PHC up 3-2. Pacelli coming off the half wall. Roche taking the draw. Gerbebeck camped out in front. We got Nooner and Carr at the points. Roche is trying to push this one forward. Does, and they force the Islanders back behind their own net. Pacelli's there. Roche turns around. He plays it out in front. The net is off. There was a scoring opportunity. Probably should have put the net pegs in. Same line, just other dot. We'll do it from the left side, the right side of the Islanders. Gerbebeck plays this one back to Nooner. Nooner will walk, will go down into the corner with it. Pacelli will collect this one on his forehand. He's going to play it up the wall to Gerbebeck. Gerbebeck's going to step to it, walk off the wall, but he Gets tangled up in a puck battle, and then the Islanders walk around. Seal it off! Play it ahead. Carr will step through. Reads it, keeps it. So he walks off the wall with it, drags past. We're going to turn. Carr's going to get this one. He's going to get to it. Will turn up. Turns back into an Islander. Roachy there to support. Loses an edge. Pacelli now picks it up. He's going to get his toes up. He's going to drive. Pacelli will step in. Drive down that wall. Plays it back out. Stick the side by the goalkeeper. As Gerberek was driving in the net. It's kept in by Maurer. Roachy trying to collect it. Pacelli trying to collect it. Someone's trying to come off the wall with it. Gets thrown back up. Kept in again by Maurer. Played back ahead. Fazio there. And a layer of support. He'll turn with it. He's hooked and spun around. Spun around. No call. Roach will try to turn up with it. Maurer now cuts across the goal mouth. He'll collect it. Reverse back behind the cage now. Throw it around the wall for Pacelli. Pacelli catches it. He's going to turn up with it. Trying to play it ahead, but it's sticked down by the Islanders, and they're going to hit the line with numbers and speed. Good contain. Push down behind the net. Maurer will get there. We'll probably get away with one there. Played ahead to Gerberek. Gerberek's got 6 seconds. Gerberek trying to play it back out into the center seam. Gets pushed down the wall. The horn will sound. We'll go into the second intermission. 3-2 PHC. Stay with us. We'll be back in 2 minutes. Alrighty, we're back. Third period of action in the second one. 6th period of the day. Trying to put a full 45 here. So now we got Spittle between Punti and Pacelli. Carr and Winton on the back end. Let's go. Let's compete. Let's compete. Talk about the compete. That's what we need here. Gutierrez trying to jump through that lane. Time it up. The referee doesn't drop it. Islanders will collect this one. They'll play it forward. Carr steps and pushes it back forward. It gets through. We'll fire this one in. Williams will stick it aside. Winton will collect this one. Islanders collected. They step off the wall with it. They're going to step across. Carr will try to stick this one in. They play it back across. Arm goes up. And now we touch it. You get a tripping penalty. They're getting the money, man, for a trip. I don't know. Some of the calls in this game haven't been consistent, but we're man down. So it's a Nuchuk and Roach up front with Maurer and Fazio on the back end. Islanders set up, go up to the point with it. We'll play it back across, stick the side by Roachy. Islanders will set up on the near side now. We'll play it down in the corner, play it back out front. Fire it in, but wide. Maurer will step to it. He loses an edge. The Islanders are going to try to step out in the seam. They walk it out. They play it out in front. It's bouncing around. Maurer collects. Plays it ahead for Nuchuk. Nuchuk gets into that neutral zone. He'll drive in. He's going to drive wide. He'll play it over Fazio. Fazio will step. He'll turn a fire. Gets off the shin pads. Nuchuk trying to collect it. Walk through, but Fazio collects, will play it back to Nunez. Nunez will play it up for Nuccio. Gets out into that neutral zone. Rochi puts the forecheck on now. Forces him back. To turn up the near wall, get the stick side of it. Islanders play it ahead. They're going to hit the line with numbers. Good contain. Turn the fire back across. It's left out in front. And they bury the puck. The Islanders tied up 3-3 here in the third period. 13:22 left, so we got a ball game. That's a power play strike for them. Let's go, bro. Gervivek, Hemechko, Spittle, Fazio, and Carr. Hemechko jumps through trying to help it. Spittle plays it back to Carr. Carr will play it to Fazio. Fazio will turn up with it. He plays it to Spittle. Spittle plays it ahead to Hemechko. Hemechko's got some ice in front of him. He'll turn with it. Play it back across, looking for Gervivek's going to leak out. Carr's going to step and try to keep. He's met by an Islander. They're trying to step off the wall. They play it back ahead. Fazio's going to close this gap. He'll turn, trying to get his toes up. We'll play it ahead for Mechko. Mechko plays it across for Gervivek. Gervivek's going to try to hit that center seam. He'll pull up, chips it towards the net, but the Islanders catch this one, retrieve it, and now they're coming the other way. They'll play it back across. Fazio will step and challenge. He'll get his toes up. He plays it ahead for Gervivek. The Islanders lead it. They're going to step through this lane. They'll play it in. It's back behind the net. Someone's got to get to it. Bar's there. We'll turn back onto his forehand. Put it up the wall for Gervivek. Gervivek turns, trying to play it out for Spittle. Islanders keep. They play it back in. Islanders collect in the far corner. Fazio fights it off. He's trying to chip it forward. Tries to stretch Gervivek, but it's kept in. Step up! Fired in. Played up to the point. Played back down the wall. We'll get into the corner. Carr will get the defensive side of it. Forces them back up the wall. They're going to go back behind the net. They'll step out in front. They'll play it across the goal mouth. Good contained by Hemechko. It's thrown around. Kept in at the far point. Gervivek trying to stick it out. Fazio will step up into the lane. He's going to skate this one. He's got some white ice. When you get to the red, he throws to Gervivek. Gervivek trying to step through. He's trying to collect the bouncing puck. They're trying to get it back towards the net. They push it in behind the Islanders' net. Bauer will keep at the far point. We'll reverse and then come back down the wall with it. Spittle reads it, gets back above it. We'll leave it in the corner, but the Islanders are going to try to stretch it. Gets out in the neutral zone where Winton will collect. He'll go D to Maurer. Maurer tries to play it back ahead for Puncherero. Gets out in front of him, but Puncherero puts the forecheck on, forces them to go back behind their own cage with it. Roach trying to collect it off the wall. He steps off the wall. He's trying to step past. He drags past one. Trying to chip it past. He's trying to get back. Roach comes away with it. Chips it in the corner to Puncherero. Puncherero steps past one. He'll turn up. He'll go out to the point. Maurer collects. He'll turn. He'll fire. Gets through. Rebound opportunity there. Put back and in the net. Oh, no. Stays out of the net. Bounce around, but PHC will collect. Puncherero trying to step off the wall with it. Met by a stick. The Islanders will turn. They'll fire. It gets off a stick and then into the bench of the Islanders. So we'll have a neutral zone face off. 10:28 left in this one. 3-3. Here we go. Let's go. Gotta want it. Gotta be hungry. This is where we need to go after pucks. Chipped forward. Rocher will collect on the half wall. Bouncing around. Pacelli collects it. He's going to play it across for Fazio. Fazio will collect it. He's going to turn up. Taking a look. He'll go D to Nuno. Nuno will step in. He walks. He fires. Rebounds there. Roche goes top. Bump. So beautiful patience. Beautiful head up. Puck movement. Puck movement. Pucks into that PSA. Making things happen. Oh, yeah. That's played back to Carr. Carr will go to Winton with it. Winton will turn back up. He's going to drive 85 feet. He'll get to the wall. He'll gain the line. Try to drag in. Puck's bouncing around. Spittle collects. He's trying to play it out in front. Turns, trying to play it back across. Hits a shin pad. Islanders will play it out. Tap up! Carr will surf that one. Plays it out. Spittle there, low and slow. Will collect it. He'll ring it around the wall looking for Robinson. Robinson's trying to step to this one. Islanders will keep it and throw it back in. Carr will get to it behind the net. Leaves off the end board for himself. Lets Spittle pick it up in that low and slow support. Plays it ahead for Robinson. Robinson plays it back to his center, Declan Spittle. Trying to play it across for Anutyuk. Robinson collects. He gets in the zone. He turns. He fires it back across. Stick to side. That's off. That's off. Whistle dead. We'll have a offensive zone draw to the right. Islanders goalkeep. PHC 4-3. 9:05 left in this one. We got Roche, Gervivek, and Mechko, Fazio, and Maurer. Oh, the trip on Fazio. Nothing called. Then Roche fights through a slash. Steps through, drags through. It's poked aside. Mechko collects. He's going to walk down in the corner. We'll play it up to Maurer at the point. Maurer plays it back to him. Goes back to the point. D to D. Got Faz. We go back down that wall. Gerberbeck will step behind the cage and collect it. Trying to play it back out front to Roche. Roche fires. It's bouncing around. That's off again. Fazio will collect. He'll turn. Play it in behind the net. Gerberbeck will get to this one. He's going to try to wrap it around the other side. Met by some white jerseys. Shipped forward. Fazio contains and keeps it in along that wall. Mechko and Roche there digging out. Roche comes out of the pile. He's on the forehand. He drives across the top of the house. He looked to the point. There was no one ready for it, so he alertly brings it back down and tries to play it back across. He got away with a trip there. Play it back across. Roche steps through the house. Leaves it for Hermetzko. Hermetzko turns and fires. It's off the back of an Islander. Maurer's bodied up along the boards. They chip past him. They get out in the neutral zone. They play it back across. Good read by Fazio. We're on sides. Fazio's got white ice in front of him. Tries the toe drag. But the Islander laid out and slid through. That's the puck. So now we have a puck battle along the wall. Gets out in the neutral zone. Pucciarello trying to fight off the Islander. Gets back. Winton will collect. Winton's met with a stick check, but will reverse behind his own net. We'll play it ahead. He plays the Spittle. Islanders collecting, coming the other way with speed. Nunez will step to this one. They step in. They walk it back out. Good contain. Walk back down the wall. Spittle finds it. They play it back across. Pacelli trying to find it. The Islanders sustaining some pressure here. But Nooner will get back behind his net. He'll collect this one. He'll reverse it back to Pacelli. Pacelli will turn. He'll find Spittle in that center seam. Spittle's got Punty with him. He's going to drop it to him. Pucciarello drags back across. He's in. Loads, fires. Save made. Good trip down the ice. Good idea. Good puck movement. 6:34 left in this one. PHC hanging on to a 4-3 lead. We got Roche, Robinson, and Anutyuk. Carr and Fazio on the points. Islanders win this one into the corner. They'll collect. They'll throw it up. Trying to stretch the ice. Kept in. Now Fazio's second effort will turn. They turn back with it. Anutyuk's trying to put the pressure on. Carr gets back in the center. He'll stick it aside. He loses in the feet, but Robinson collects. He'll go off the boards in the soft ice. He's going to drive and dig for this one. Islanders will turn up. We'll play it back forward. Fazio will collect. We'll go D to Carr. Carr will collect. Goes off the boards to Anutyuk. Anutyuk plays ahead for Roche. Roche trying to cut through that seam. Gets there. Islanders take each other there. Oh, yeah. Anutyuk there. Plays it ahead for Roche. Roche plays it for Robinson. Robinson loads up. He plays it back to Roche. Sticked in. Big stop made by the Islanders. Goalkeeper Still loose, and now he covers it up. Good unselfish play. Good puck movement. Good scoring opportunity. 5:46 left in this one. We'll leave Roche, Minichuk, Robinson up front. Maurer, Winton come to the points now. Roche wins this one forward. Islanders collect at the last second. They chip it back forward. Winton takes a good path to that puck. It's played back forward. Roche trying to get it off. So offsides. .529 left in this one. Neutral zone draw. Now we got Spittle. Derby. Komechko. Fazio and Nooner. Jump and bump through that lane, trying to collect it, but the Islanders fight it back forward. Fazio will step back and collect this one. Good D to Nunez. Nunez plays it up to Komechko. Komechko turns with it. Plays it ahead for Spittle. Islanders jump the lane. They're coming the other way. Nooner will play it back forward. Gervek looking to step for this one. Force it out into the center. Islanders turn with it into Komechko's path. They leave it forward where Fazio will collect. Fazio will turn back up. Chips it off the boards. Gervek collects. We get across the red, across the blue. Drags past. He's buried. Absolutely buried. Hopefully he's okay. That might be. Don't know what he's calling here. He's down. Johnny Gervek getting to that puck. Buried from behind. They're just going to go with a rough. So Gervek's down. Getting attended to. Hopefully it's just a stinger. But he was airborne for a little bit. Gervek back up. Help to his feet. And he'll get to the bench on his own. So we'll man up when we come back here. Dunlop's dude up. Offensive zone draw. To the left of the Islanders goalkeep. 4:46 left in this one. Try to set up a power play here. Winton's drawing something up for him. So we break. We got Pacelli, Punti, Max Roach. With Winton and Fazio on the back end. Roach wins this to Pacelli. Pacelli will collect. Plays it to Fazio. Fazio will go down to Winton. Winton leaves it for Puntriero. Puntriero will leave it for Fazio. Fazio plays it back for Puntriero. Puntriero steps through. We'll turn up with it. Plays it down to Pacelli. Pacelli plays it to Fazio. Fazio will quarterback this up. Gets it Puntriero. Turns, fires. Hits something in front. Bounces up over the net. Roche collects. Roche will play it to Puntriero. Walk. Plays it to Roche. Roche's challenged in the corner. The Islanders collect it. We're going to play it up. They're trying to stretch the ice. They do. They leak behind us, but it's too hot to handle. We'll get out in front of them. No icing. They'll walk behind the net. They're killing some time off, but they play it back forward. Pacelli Trying to chip this one forward. He collects it. Roche collects it. He's got some speed now. He's going to enter the line. He'll drag in, make a move. Leave for Puchero. Puchero cuts across the top. He loads up. Meets a Islander. He forces it back out in the neutral zone. Fazio plays it ahead for Roach. Roach will turn. Trying to play it back across. It's sticked aside by the Islanders, and they poke it forward. It's into our zone. Fazio will get back to collect this one. Start stretching. Start stretching that ice. Fazio trying to find Pucherero. Roche following it up. Sticks it ahead to Pucherero. Pucherero pulls up. Pacelli gains the line. Pacelli will play it deep off the end boards. Spittle looking to get in on this one. And then he'll pull up in the neutral zone. The Islanders are going to drive. He'll play it ahead. Need the puck! Gets off the end boards. Williams alertly covers this one and hits the reset button. 2:55 left. We got Spittle, Robinson, and Nuchuk. Carr, Maurer. Islanders win this one back. They'll collect at the front. They turn, they fire. It gets through. It's fought off by Williams. Maurer collects. Maurer will reverse. Play it to a Nuchuk. Nuchuk plays it across. Robinson collects in the neutral zone. He's got one to beat. Drives in. Will pull up. Carr will step in from the point. He'll drive down. He plays it back across and stick the side by the Islanders. Get back! Get back! Center! Maurer steps up. Picks that one off. Robinson will put the forecheck on the neutral zone and play it ahead. Carr will collect this one. We'll play it up. Robinson chips it out in the neutral zone. It's played back in. They say they keep. I thought that guy in the neutral zone. Carr will follow it up. Flips that ice to Anuchuk. Anuchuk's got one to beat. Needs his poke check, and that's played back out in the neutral zone where Spittle will collect it and enter offside. So 2:04 left in this one. We'll have a neutral zone draw. Full line change. PHC hanging on to a 4-3 lead. Sixth period today. Scores 4-3. That adds up to 7. 6-7. Play back out in the neutral zone. The Islanders will collect. They'll play it back across in the middle. Pacelli gets above it, picks it off. He'll gain the line. Draw down. He'll hit the 10-2. I like the reverse Crosby. Tries to play it to Pucherero. Roach will collect it behind the net. He'll turn back up, wrap it around, and that's a goal. That's got to be a goal. It's in the net. It's got to be a goal. So the rule is in the scoring, active scoring, if the net is kicked off intentionally, they would reward the goal. They don't want to call it, but the puck ended up in the back of the net. As the goaltender kicked it off. So homer referees are not going to award the goal. We're just going to have an offensive zone draw. To the left of the Islanders goalkeeper, we got Roche, Pacelli, Punti, Fazio, and Nooner out there. 1:41 left in this one. It's played across. Pacelli collects. He turns. He fires. Goaltender makes a sprawling save. Collects that one as there's no rebound opportunity. 1:36. We'll reset. Do it from the same dot. One's dropped. Pucherero pushes it into the corner. Pacelli will put the forecheck on. They force it back up the other way. They're trying to stretch the ice. Roach gets in the lane. Where's the puck? And then we get on the boards. Fazio will go D to D to Nunez. Nunez will gain the red line, play it ahead to Pacelli. Pacelli gains the line. He'll push it into the corner. Trying to get there. Leaves out for Roche. Roche fires. Kick the side. Goaltender didn't see it either. But it keeps it out of the back of the net. Pressure is put on by Roche. They hit the center seam. Fazio will get there right out into the neutral zone. Leaves it ahead for Pacelli. Pacelli's got Punti with him. Pacelli's going to drive to the net. Net by a poke check at the end. Reverse it back out in front. Kick the side. Power coming from the bench. Bodies the Islander up at the blue line. Roche collects. Throws it across to Pacelli. Pacelli gets it in. Dump it deep. There's 30 seconds left in this one. The Islanders are going to collect behind their own cage. Going to try to stretch the ice. They'll turn, they'll fire it in. It's going to bounce in on Williams. He sees it. He leaves it. Winton will collect. There's too much time. There's 20 seconds. But we do need to contain the puck. Gets out of the neutral zone. And throw it back across. Need that puck, boys. Good path to the puck by Pacelli. Gerberback's hauled down. Whistle stay in. Puck's bounce around. It gets out into the neutral zone. We hang on with a 4-3 victory. Success on the island. We thank the Powell Junior Islanders for hosting us today for 2. And we get to leave the island with 2 in the W columns. Big games for both goaltenders today. I like what I saw in terms of puck movement. And this is where I get to say thank you to all of our long-term listeners. Enjoy your turkey Thanksgiving dinner this weekend, or this week coming up, next Thursday. We'll be back with you after the holiday for more AYHL action. But we get a break for Thanksgiving, so everyone enjoy the time with their family and friends. And be safe. Thanks for listening.